Death and repass. Understanding the concepts and processes. Death definition and process. Death in its most fundamental sense marks the end of biological life. It is the cessation of all bodily functions that sustain a living organism, including the heartbeat, breathing, and brain activity. The process of dying can vary widely, depending on the circumstances and the individual's health condition. It may occur suddenly or be preceded by a period of illness or chronic disease. In medical and legal contexts, death is often determined through criteria such as brain death, where there is irreversible cessation of all brain activity, or cardiac death, where the heart stops beating. This cessation of vital functions is recognized by healthcare professionals and authorities as the moment when life ends. The declaration of death is essential for initiating legal and procedural actions, including the handling of remains and the execution of last wishes. Repass definition and significance. A repass, also known as a wake, celebration of life, or a repast, is a gathering held after a funeral or memorial service. The purpose of a repast is to provide family, friends, and acquaintances an opportunity to come together and offer support to the bereaved while sharing a meal. It serves as a time for communal grieving and remembrance, allowing attendees to reflect on the life of the deceased and provide comfort to one another. The repast often includes food and beverages, and it can be held at a variety of locations such as the family home, a community center, or a religious institution. This gathering can be formal or informal, depending on the preferences of the family and the cultural or religious traditions observed. The repast provides a space for social interaction and emotional support, helping the grieving process and facilitating a sense of closure for those who have lost a loved one. Cultural and religious influences. The practices surrounding death and repast can vary significantly across different cultures and religions. In many cultures, specific customs and rituals are observed to honor the deceased and support the bereaved. For instance, in some Christian traditions, a wake or repast is a common practice following the funeral service, where attendees gather for a meal and fellowship. In Jewish traditions, the repast might be part of a larger process that includes sitting Shiva, a period of mourning. Similarly, in other cultures, the repast might take the form of a celebratory gathering or a ceremonial feast. These practices are deeply rooted in cultural and religious beliefs about life, death, and the afterlife. They reflect the diverse ways in which communities come together to cope with loss and honor the memory of the deceased. Practical considerations. Planning a repast involves several practical considerations. Families must decide on the location, type of meal, and any additional arrangements, such as catering services or special accommodations for guests. It is also important to communicate with attendees about the details of the repast to ensure that they are informed and able to participate. In addition, families might need to manage logistical aspects such as coordinating with the funeral home, arranging transportation, and handling any special requests or needs of guests. The goal is to create a supportive and respectful environment that allows for meaningful connections and shared mourning. In conclusion, death represents the end of life, marked by the cessation of vital functions, while a repast serves as the ending or celebration of life as a meaningful opportunity for communal support and remembrance after the funeral. The practices and customs surrounding both concepts are influenced by cultural, religious, and personal preferences, reflecting the diverse ways in which people cope with loss and honor the lives of those who have passed away. Click on the link in the description below for your free ebook titled Understanding Your Options, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful insurance info and tips.